Hey everybody, it's Josh the Firearm Convention. Today I'm coming to you with a backpack, and it's a backpack made by Magforce International. Got this bag in not too long ago, and I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with it. So this is Magforce's uh, Urban Carry Pack. It's their EDC backpack. It's basically the same size as a school backpack in height and width, but in depth it's very thick, so it's not like a school backpack in that regard. So anyway, we have a wonderful bag here that I just absolutely love. I got it, full disclosure, from them for free, and I'm going to tell you right now, I understand what a budget's all about. I have a wife, I have 4 little girls, and I know budgets can be tight. So if you see anything, I'm going to, on our page and I say it was free, that we were given to review, that doesn't mean that I'm just pimping something because I got it for free. I truly do, love this pack. I'm not going to be dishonest in that manner. If something isn't good, you just won't see the video. So anyway, moving on to the actual pack itself, a little bit about Magforce International. Magforce International started in the 80s, and they were in the U.S. market, but they were based out of Taiwan, and they had a distributor in the U.S. Well, a company in China basically stole their pack, stole their name, stole everything, and since they were in Taiwan, they couldn't do anything about it. Well, guess what? They had their distributor fight that legal battle in the United States. The distributor won, but whether it was based on, legal fees or something, or just malice from the distributor, they didn't return the brand to Magforce International. And that brand was, at the time, Maxpedition. So Magforce International is, the beginning for, Maxpedition. So this company started that brand. So now they're in the United States. And that's why they're not as big as Maxpedition or 511 right now, is because they haven't been in the U.S. market for very long, but they've been making packs since the 80s and making quality since the 80s. Now this pack is a smaller bag. It's the smallest bag they have with 2 shoulder straps, okay? So they have satchels with 1 shoulder strap, just goes across like that. And they have much larger packs, like their Origin Extended. So let me tell you what this bag is not. It is not a 72-hour assault bag. It's not a 24-hour bug-out bag. This is an everyday carry essentials bag. A lot of people seem to get confused about the size of this pack and what it does, okay? That's it. It's an EDC bag. I wanted this one for my wife, for something to put in the van, something that she could have with her on her person to basically get home if there was ever an issue, or if for whatever reason, like the van broke down in the middle of winter, she would have, some hand warmers, she would have some space blankets, she would have some limited food and water, to where, if she has to wait for 4 or 5 hours because of a road closure, she's not going to be hungry and cold and without, without some means of, readiness to her, flashlights and all that fun stuff. Okay, so this is the khaki color bag. They have one in, I'm sorry, this is the foliage bag. They have one in khaki, they have one in black. I picked this one because it's the least tactical looking pack of them all, based on the color. And I like that for my wife because let's be honest here. I don't want her to, if she does have to walk home, if God forbid something were to happen, like that she had to walk home and everybody had to walk home. Think Teotihuacan, right? I didn't want her to be more of a target than she was already going to be. She's a substitute school teacher, for the kids. And it's windy outside. And she basically needed something that she could just get home pretty quick with. So the farthest she's going to walk is about 35 miles. And we have friends basically on all spider points, waypoints around our house. that she can swing in and get a resupply if she needs to. So that's why I picked this pack for her, to travel light and travel fast. So anyway, that's for the Teotihuacan stuff. Now, for this pack, for the daily use guy, the person that's not going to be worried about the craziness of the end of the world, it's got some great features. Okay, it's the perfect size to put in your laptop, to put in some water bottles, to put in some binders, some folders. If you're that kind of person that prefers to carry a firearm on you, but you can't have it on your person because of you don't want it to print because your company might not be gun friendly, put it in your pack. Put the pack under your desk. This can be beside you all day long. I like this PALS webbing or Molly webbing, whatever you want to call it, because this webbing here allows you to put an IFAK on the outside of your pack. Everybody needs an IFAK on their pack or on their person. No matter what your thoughts are about day-to-day life, end of the world, everybody should have an individual first aid kit that is within reach of them anywhere. You can get hurt anywhere, and the last thing you want is to be hurt and not be able to stop minor bleeding that then is going to turn into major bleeding or what have you, right? So this one I can attach an IFAK to the outside, and that saves valuable space on the inside for more goodies. So love the webbing. There's more webbing on the sides here. On both sides there's webbing, which is Molly webbing, and there is also webbing down the shoulder straps. I don't know what you could put here. Maybe a knife. If you were going to take a knife out, if you were walking home, you could rig a knife up to one of these shoulder straps to have it for quick access. Okay, so a couple things I look for in a bag, just always. I don't necessarily, what it's made of is important, but it's nowhere near as important as stitching and zippers, okay? Because zippers are controlled rips in a bag. And if your controlled rips fail, the bag has failed. If your stitching fails, your bag is coming apart at the seams. And I can say 100% with confidence that Magforce has 120% taken care of both of those problems. All zippers, every single zipper you see, even these non-load bearing zippers here, are YKK zippers. So you got this little guy here, YKK zipper. This pouch here is a YKK zipper. There's no zippers in this pouch. And then in the main pouch, it's YKK, both of these. Okay? And this opens all the way up to the bottom. And then in here, now they could have cheaped out with these two non-load bearing zippers and went with non-YKK, but small attention to detail shows me that they really want to give you a quality bag. So this is the main compartment. While we're in here, we might as well talk about it. This bag, something else you can see, the shininess on the back side of this 1050 nylon that they use throughout the bag is because it has been treated for water resistance, not waterproof, water resistance. So nice feature that they did on the bag is that it's water resistant. Now, the inside of this bag is your main compartment. It does have two smaller compartments, one here and a zipper compartment here that you can fill with whatever. I mean, just based on your how you're going to run this, it could be batteries, for your laptop. It could be whatever. So I try not to extrapolate as to how to fill a bag out, because there's a million ways to do it. None of them are wrong as long as you get what you want in the bag. So underneath, you can go all the way through this back, this pouch, and that'll hold something nice and long, just in case there's something thin and long, like my Samsung notebook here. It actually slides right up underneath there, and it's held secure. That said, it would also hold like an 8-inch or 9-inch AR-15 upper receiver as well. Just throwing that out there for some people that might be interested. So, like I said, I'm really liking the layout. It doesn't have a ton of pouches because this isn't an assault pack. So this is your admin pouch. It's basically this size, okay? It's about 8.5 by 11, a little bit smaller than a sheet of paper, maybe. And this would be what you would call an admin pouch. So, I mean, you got space for pencils, pens. Myself personally, we're talking fire starters, we're talking Bic lighters, waterproof, windproof matches, flashlights, all the good stuff. You know, just however you load it out. But there's enough space in here, enough organization for what this bag's supposed to be. And then this pouch is quite large. It's the face of this pouch. You know, and it's probably 9 inches deep, you know, if you include up above the zipper. And it's roughly 7.5 inches wide, maybe 8 inches wide. So great pouch. You know, all the pouches are you know, well laid out enough for what they are. The only issue I have was with that zipper I just touched. So any outside pouches, I prefer to have a 2 zipper setup because I want my zippers at the 12 o'clock. You know, this one pouch has only 1 zipper. I much would have preferred to have a double zipper on this pouch right here, but that's just preference on my end. It's functional. It doesn't change the functionality of the pack. You know, spoiler alert, that's the only negative I have about the pack, and it's really just a personal preference, not a negative. So these 2 pouches on the side, they're just they're nylon mesh. They each hold a 1-liter Nalgene bottle. There's one on this side, an identical one on this side, and they do, you know, compress down so that your pouches don't fall out. Okay. You also have a bungee here. Bungee could be used for holding another water bottle. It could be used for holding a small a tarp. You know, something that isn't going to be bothered by being wet on the outside of the pack. You know, that can go right there and then be compressed down and held in place. So, since we're talking about compression, let's do that. This does have a compression system. So, and it's this Y right here. It's this Y. So, as you can see, it starts at the base of this pouch. It comes up through the MOLLE webbing and is held in place by lots of MOLLE webbing, so it can't go left or right. You know, you'll get this off center. Very sturdy polymer clip. You know, very nice quality clip. Okay. Then the strapping forms a Y, comes up to the yoke of the pack. As you can see, it goes across underneath this big, thick piece of doubled up 1050D nylon, and is then integrated into the strap's entire carry system. So as you can see, it's the main line that goes down the pack and locks into the bottom. So the compression strap, very smart in how they did that. The compression strap is part of the carry system, which means it can't fail. You know, there's too many pardon me, sewn in points. It can't fail. You know, if it does fail, the whole pack has failed. Probably because I don't even know how it would fail. But another thing I was concerned about was with this pack was the yoke system, or the lack of it before I really got to looking at it and carried it. I carried this on a 2-day hunt. I was successful in West Virginia. Probably walked 5 miles. This pack was 15 to 16-ish pounds, question mark, possibly 18 pounds. So I thought there was no yoke system. And, you know, when you put 18 pounds in a pack with no yoke system, your shoulders are going to hurt. But I was incorrect. So there is a yoke system. You can see this big wide nylon square here. That's a strap. There's one on each side that goes into the pack itself and ties into this huge nylon strap here. And it's got an integrated carry handle. That holds the weight of this pack very securely across your shoulders. It's not the 511 style yoke that actually looks like an ox yoke, but again, it's not a 70-pound backpack. It doesn't need that. I carried this in absolute comfort for days, 2 days, 5 miles with all the goodies in it, about 18 pounds. Had my water bottles in it. I had I had 2 1-liter bottles of water. I carried, some minor spare clothes, gloves, hat, my drag rope, a thermos, 64-ounce thermos. I carried my lunch, some spare ammunition, flashlight, knives, all that fun stuff. And this pack disappears when you put it on your back. It just absolutely disappears. You can draw it up high and tight on your shoulders, and with your chest strap, with your chest clip, it stays where you need it to stay, and it's a wonderful addition to your hunting rig and EDC rig, whatever. Like I said, I was thoroughly impressed with that. Now, padding. Let's talk about padding, because I skimmed over that. This pack has about a 3/8 inch thick pad of closed cell foam covered with a nylon mesh that, the closed cell foam ensures that it doesn't turn into a pancake over the years, because open cell foam will compress into flatness. Closed cell foam keeps its shape. Closed cell foam is what they use in Serta mattresses. I'm not saying this is Serta material, but closed cell foam, right? So this mesh is breathable, very breathable mesh, and that mesh is, and the padding and mesh is on both shoulder straps as well. They did think that through enough to put you some nice padding in there, and it's breathable. The last thing you want is to be just crazy sweaty, whether it be hunting, whether it be out on a hike, whether it be walking somewhere, or if this is your EDC bag, if you're going to work, you don't want your back to be covered in sweat just because you were carrying a backpack. So again, they've thought of pretty much everything, and they did a great job with that. So I really can't say much more. I mean, let me point out that the bottom here has this leather, it's a Fox leather pad, okay, to give you just that much more durability for when this pack is sitting like this all day long. Over the course of 10 or 15 years, this pack is going to not get ripped. Now, 1050D nylon doesn't rip very easily, but they put that little extra bit of padding on there just to ensure the longevity of the pack, which is wonderful. Again, the small little things that they did that shows that they really want to provide a quality product. Now, as far as stitching, the stitching in this pack is phenomenal. It's all very neat. It's either double stitched, it's either got a box stitch, or in the case of inside, I'll show you in here real quick, when they couldn't knot, right here it is, when 2 pieces of nylon were going to come together and have a frayed edge, they covered that over with another piece of nylon and then stitched it so that you're never going to see a frayed edge in this pack anywhere, which is excellent because, frays are weak spots, and they've covered all that up. So again, that's about all I can say about this pack. We're going to do another video set. We're going to review this against a 511. We're going to review this as we fill it up with stuff for my wife, and then we're going to do like a 4-month review down the road as we, use the pack daily, pull it in and out of the van, carry it around, do all the things with it, all the backpacky things, and see how it holds up over time. So stay tuned for that. Now again, cost of this bag, $99. Join us on the Firearm Convention. They post crazy deals on their Amazon page for this pack and their other pack. And, we're talking like going from $99 to $79. And then when you go in through there, you'll also be able to clip like a $20 or $30 coupon. It gets this bag down to $49, free prime shipping. You can't beat this bag for $49 and free prime shipping. It's worth the $99. I'm going to tell you right now, it's worth the $99. But for $49, there is no way I would buy a 511 over this bag. None. No way, no how, no question. This bag, for the price, you can't beat it. End of discussion. It's awesome. Now, on our Facebook page, the Firearm Convention, you can also talk to Magforce International directly. They also have a couple representatives in the group, so you're more than welcome to talk to them. Direct. Ask them if there's any deals going on, any codes or what have you. But they're there to help. They're wonderful people. They've just absolutely blown me away with their customer service. By the way, lifetime warranty on this bag. I forgot to mention that. But the best warranty that you'll ever use is one that you never have to use. The best warranty ever is the one that you're never going to use. And as far as I can tell, they've done everything they can to keep you from using the warranty, which is awesome. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to put a link to this bag in the description below. Okay. I'm going to put a link to the Firearm Convention. I'm going to put a link to Magforce International's Facebook page. And I'm going to put a link to Magforce International's Amazon page. Pardon me if that's not what you call it, an Amazon page. I'm internet slightly illiterate. But I'm going to put that link in the description so that you can go in there and look at all their products. They have everything from fanny packs. They don't call them fanny packs anymore, by the way. But they're always going to be a fanny pack. Fanny packs, IFAK kits. They have bigger packs. They have, oh man, they have probably 20 or 30 different products. And it's just amazing, all the stuff that they make. And if you like this video, if you're interested in the follow-up on this guy, like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, give us a comment down in the comment section. Keep it family friendly, please. But if there's anything that we can answer that we didn't answer in this review, let me know, and I will do everything I can to get you the answer, within, a short amount of time. So, again, I thank you for watching. Give us a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.